Honey, I dash, got it on, smash.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette, eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Foles. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Here's Foles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Go.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. Double up. 15. Check 50.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
180. 1.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Yellow. 180. Let's go, Tyler. Let's go right here now. Watch twist. Hey, 57. Kill.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Man, we got to get this stop here, D. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I got it. Switch. Check 13. Check 13. Joker. Easy.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Turbo 64.
Watch 84. Watch 84. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
From the 31, Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Here I come again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Deuce. Check 99. Check 99. Hold the look. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Hey, what's the ball? 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming to you. Switch. Hey, 57, color. Take it. 44's the Mike. Check. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Under. Check.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 17.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch the safety creep. Safe. Great.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the I. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, foul one.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Double dog. That's the way. Kill.
Here's Fournette. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 27. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
It's been a long day for you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Keelan Cole as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And an alley to run. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard. Line.
12. Let him know.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Hey, wahoo. Come on out here. Come get some.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He hits Blue. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, it's Blue. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sunday. SOS. Protein spill. SOS.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bandit.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Shit. Hey, switch gears. Switch. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City.
26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Foles on the handoff, going to give it to Blue. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll look to throw. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Foles now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. Brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hero 15. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Check 9, check 9. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is taken at the 23. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Foles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Hero 15. 15, yellow, 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 yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, check, check. Shift, shift. Check 37. Check 37.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now McCoy. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 24, check 24, check 31, check 31. Under 10, correct. 10. Slam.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
44, Mike, 44. Too little, cut. Watch safety creep, creeping. Safety's creeping. Check nickel.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You don't know no better. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Hey, 15. Jim. Sunday. Under crunch.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alex Okafor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, here we go, I got you. Hey, Silver.
Screen, watch the screen. Switch.
61, matchbox, lights. Right now.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
To a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Jacksonville, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener.